I don't think any of my players are playing tonight. Because it's just the Cardinals.
I have Marvin Harrison Jr. playing.
Nice.
Besides the plane. Main episode, welcome back. If you haven't already, you should definitely subscribe to our channel because we're so close to doing, well, I don't want to say that, but we're close to our goal of 500 subscribers, so you should subscribe, not saying, just saying, shameless promo. Hashtag ad, But we got our normal stuff this week, and it's a Champions League week, so you should be getting an extra video. But we'll get to that when we get to that, We are gonna kick off with stupid statistics, then to soccer, then to the NFL, and then we'll round out with racing and radar points. And then nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary this week. So we'll kick off with stupid statistics. I also apologize. It is very heavy on the NFL. I don't know what was with the algorithm this week, but that was pretty much all I saw.
Well, first things first, we have the Jaguars kicker, Cam Little, hits the new NFL field goal record, making a 68-yard field goal. Dang.
Yeah. I mean, he did hit like a 70-some yarder in preseason, but it's preseason, so it doesn't count.
Preseason doesn't count. And then there have been 2 players in fantasy football that have dropped 40 or more points. They both play for the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay. I think I have who has the Raiders is it my team that has the Raiders as the defense?
It's not their defense.
I know, I was just thinking like who has them?
I think you do have their defense.
Because they sucked this week. They got me 1 point.
I could have told you that was
Look, I was trying. It's okay. Moving on. Then we have every NFL team has 2 or more losses. First time this has happened before week 10 since 2010.
Yeah, so 15 years.
Pop off. And then the Seahawks and the Patriots are the only 2 teams still undefeated on the road this season.
Yeah, they're both 4-0 on the road. It's a little bit crazy.
Okay. Wouldn't have expected that, but slay. And then Disney Plus and YouTube TV failed to reach an agreement, meaning that all Disney-owned programming is now unavailable on YouTube TV. Awesome. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, so all the ESPN stuff that, you try to watch and like Monday Night Football, that's on ESPN predominantly. Yeah, you can't watch that on YouTube TV anymore.
Great. And then Bayern are still undefeated, baby.
Let's go.
Undefeated.
Go.
Let's go.
We don't even have our best players playing right now. Okay, yeah. Like Harry Kane, yes, we have Harry Kane playing. But we don't have Jamal Musiala and we don't have Alphonso Davies. Like, we're cooking.
We've been cooking. Everyone else is just like burnt. But speaking of soccer, now to soccer.
Yeah. So we'll start in Serie A, where Udinese beat Atalanta 1-0. This probably shouldn't have happened. It's a little bit of an upset. Napoli tie Como 0-0. Juventus beat Cremonese 2-1. Inter Milan beat Verona 2-1. Lazio beat Cagliari 2-0. And AC Milan beat Roma. So we played 10 games. And now we're doing some standings, except for the Bundesliga because we don't play as many games as the other leagues do. But sitting atop of Serie A is Napoli with 22 points. Second is Inter Milan with 21. Same with AC Milan and Roma. They all have 21 points. And then in 5th place is Bologna, who has 18 points. And then in the Premier League, Man United tie Forest 2-2. Chelsea beat Tottenham 1-0. Liverpool beat Aston Villa 2-0. Arsenal beat Burnley 2-0. And Man City beat Bournemouth 3-1. So atop of the Premier League is Arsenal with 25 points, followed by Manchester City with 19. And then 3rd through 6th place all have 18 points. And that is Liverpool, Sunderland, and Bournemouth. And there's another one, but I just don't have it written down. That's my bad. Anyways, La Liga. So Atleti beat Sevilla 3-0. Real Madrid beat Valencia 4-0. And then Barcelona beat Elche 3-1. Atop of La Liga is Real Madrid with 30 points, followed by Barcelona in 2nd place with 25 points. Remember last week, Real Madrid beat Barcelona, so that's part of the reason why Real Madrid have a hefty-ish lead right now. And then in 3rd place is Villarreal with 23 points, and then Atletico with Real Betis in 5th with 19 points, and then 6th is Espanyol with 18. And then the Bundesliga, of course, we have RB Leipzig beating Stuttgart 3-1. Dortmund beating Augsburg 1-0. Mönchengladbach beat St. Pauli 4-0. And Bayern beating Leverkusen 3-0. And I just want to say, with our B team, we don't even have our starters starting. And it was chef's kiss. What a great game. We got goals from Serge Gnabry and Nicholas Jackson, and of course we got an own goal as well in the 25th, 31st, and 43rd minute. We had 4 shots on target, 19 shots total, 53% of possession, 10 corners, and we played the B team for most of the game. And that's all I'm gonna say. It's a Champions League week, and we'll get to that in a second. But over to the NFL.
All right, so first things first, we have our scores. The Ravens beat the Dolphins 28-6. The 49ers beat the Giants 34-24. The Chargers beat the Titans 27-20. The Vikings beat the Lions 27-24. The Patriots beat the Falcons 24-23. The Steelers beat the Colts 27-20. The Broncos beat the Texans 18-15. The Bears beat the Bengals 47-42. The Panthers beat the Packers 16-13, and then the Rams beat the Saints 34-10. The Jaguars beat the Raiders 30-29. The Bills beat the Chiefs, of course, 28-21, and the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. And tonight the Cardinals are playing the Cowboys at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So they've been playing. I don't know.
Yeah, for a little bit. I don't know what the score is.
Care.
I know I got a notification about CeeDee Lamb, but that's besides the point. I don't even have
It
CeeDee
is
Lamb.
currently 0-0, and none of them have scored anything.
Nice.
And they have 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Nice. This next little bit is predominantly injuries. I'm not gonna
Awesome.
lie.
Not awesome for them, but awesome. I don't know. Forget that I said that. Moving on. So the Chargers star, Joe Alt, is done for the season with an ankle injury.
Yeah, that's their second offensive tackle that's gone down starting. And he was looking really promising for this whole season. And it's just sad that they lost him. He went out of the game last week because of like a minor injury thing. But then he was able to play this week. But no, he's done for the season.
And then we have the Patriots wide receiver, Keyshawn Bout, revealed on Discord that he has a grade 1 hamstring strain. There's still a chance that he could play this Sunday at Tampa Bay. That's funny. On Discord?
Yeah, he leaked it on his own Discord. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. And
Honestly,
I do just want to say, I know how you pronounced it, but
did I just pronounce it wrong?
It's booty.
It's booty? For real?
Yeah.
Are we sure about that? Okay.
Because every time he scores, the announcers are always like, and there goes booty in the end zone.
Okay. Good to know. Anyways, good luck on that. Wait a minute. Okay. Anyways, let's be serious here. Let me fix my lighting because it's bright. Anyways, so the Packers tight end Tucker Kraft tore his ACL on Sunday's loss to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Wow. Got a lot of injuries. And then the Bills.
Defensive end.
Thank you. I was blanking. I'm sorry. Hoyt?
I honestly don't know this one's.
Michael Hoyt? I could be wrong. Tore his Achilles.
Yeah. Head coach Sean McDermott came out and was like, yeah, so he's done for the season. He tore his Achilles, and we were like,
ooh. Oh no, that's great. Lovely. And then we have the Texans quarterback CJ Stroud leaves the game early and is diagnosed with a concussion. Won't know until later this week how long the quarterback will be out for. I saw that. That was...
yeah, he when he got tackled, so that was unfortunate. And it was the back of the head, so he was going backwards rather than going...
ooh, yeah. That's not great. And then the Commanders' injury woes continue. Oh, good lord. The quarterback, Jaden Daniels, dislocated his elbow, not his non-throwing arm. Ugh. And then
Safety.
Marshawn... what?
Safety.
Name, I was like, okay. Sorry, it's been a long day. This safety Marshawn Lattimore?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tore his ACL. And then our wide receiver, Luke McCaffrey, broke his collarbone on the first play of the game. Ugh.
We're done for.
Dang. Yeah.
We're done for.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally, I kid you not, out of our starting, what should be our starters, we only have running back 2 and wide receiver 6 and one of our offensive linemen. And there's supposed to be 11 players on the field. So the fact that we only have 3 regular starters.
Yeah. That's rough. But moving on, this isn't a bad news case. Well, I might be, I don't know. The Eagles acquired Dolphins Jalen Phillips in exchange for a 2026 third-round pick. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but...
well, it depends if you're an Eagles fan or not.
I'm not.
It's a bad thing for me.
Oh no. Comes after acquiring Jari Alexander from the Ravens.
Yeah, so the Eagles are making some moves defensively. I'm not really a fan of that because Alexander was on the Packers and he had a really good couple of years and he was one of the highest rated cornerbacks in the NFL. But then he kind of went a little crazy.
Too many concussions?
No, lifestyle. Yeah, so now he actually got traded to the Ravens this offseason, I believe. Ignore that.
Like that crazy?
Yeah, and now he's with the Eagles, so...
Okay. Anyways, racing?
Yeah, so we have our Brazil Grand Prix preview that should be out this week. We'll get around to filming that in a little bit. But we have our NASCAR playoffs. We were at Phoenix this week for the season finale. We had our 4 championship drivers consisting of William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, and Chase Briscoe. The weekend was not off to a good start for Chase Briscoe and the 19 car, unfortunately for them. I believe he started like P19 to even begin the race, but somehow he managed to claw his way and come back. Our Stage 1 winner was none other than William Byron. Our Stage 2 winner was Denny Hamlin. And our top 5 to finish out the race was Kyle Busch, Joey Logano in 4th, Kyle Larson in 3rd, Brad Keselowski in 2nd, and Ryan Blaney won the race. Now you might be asking yourself, or you might be asking us, wait, Blaney's not in the championship. Why? How did he get first? Well, in order to win the championship, you just have to be the top finisher out of the 4 cars that are in the playoffs. So that happened to be none other than Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin actually came 4 laps shy of winning his first title. However, William Byron's tires gave out. He was the only one the entire race to not have tire issues. And then 4 laps remain. And tire issue. He goes into the wall. He brings out a caution. That means we go to overtime. And on the restart, Kyle Larson, I don't know what he was doing, but man, he got a good start. And that allowed him to finish 3rd and win the championship. So, and fun fact about Kyle is that he actually didn't win any other NASCAR race this season.
No.
But yeah,
I know some people were mad.
Yeah, I mean, but low-key, I didn't want Denny to win. Wanted
No, I
William
didn't
to
either.
win. But,
Yeah.
we also have to say that with Sydney Sweeney being at
Yeah.
and Austin Dillon introduced William Byron and Sydney Sweeney and was like, you don't have anything on Travis and Taylor. And
Travis and Taylor are the most uniconic, in my opinion. I think there's more iconic couples than them.
I was like, Austin Dillon, I didn't know who you were, but like, that was gold.
That was gold. Papa.
But yeah, so as we mentioned, Kyle Larson secures the 2025 NASCAR championship. And then Denny Hamlin finishes 2nd, Chase Briscoe in 3rd, and William Byron in 4th because of those stupid tire issues. Anyways, that's besides the
point. Anyway,
2 radar points. Last week, Julie had the Bills and Chiefs and Broncos and Texans. Both good games to watch. Well, up until when CJ Stroud got injured, but that's besides the point. I had Liverpool versus Aston Villa. That didn't disappoint. Liverpool got back on track after their 2 shaky defeats. And then Bayern versus Leverkusen. Again, another great game to watch. This week, our games, or I guess I should say sporting events to watch, are Bayern versus PSG, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. This is another monumental meeting between the 2 clubs. Last time we played, we lost, and that was in the Club World Cup, but that doesn't matter because that's when Musiala got brutally injured by Donnarumma, and I'm just glad that he's not there, so it's okay. We're not out for blood necessarily. We are playing at PSG, so they have the advantage there. But we are undefeated, as we mentioned earlier this episode. We are 15 for 15. We have not lost yet, and this will just be a huge determining factor is what I meant to say, of how the rest of our Champions League campaign will go. We have the hardest Champions League schedule. I know that we haven't gotten around to getting a video out for it yet, but we're getting there, I promise. So this is just a huge game, and I know Real Madrid and Liverpool are also playing at the same time, but it's the clash of the 2020 Champions League finalists, where we came out triumphant, 1-0. We beat PSG last year 1-0, but that was at home thanks to a header from Kim Min-jae. And then we lost in the Club World Cup, and I just don't even want to talk about that because we were not at full strength. Not even close to full strength. But we are now, kind of. So be on the lookout for that game tomorrow or today, whenever this comes out. And then
hopefully today. No, tomorrow. Wait, what?
If you post it tomorrow, then it won't. But time zones, they could be watching it on Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have Manchester City playing Dortmund on Wednesday at 3 p.m., another Champions League clash. The return of Erling Haaland to Borussia Dortmund and Westfalenstadion, or whatever they are, whatever their stadium name is. I'm blanking on it. BVB's stadium. Yeah, that should be good. But, Dortmund don't look as strong as they have been in years past. So,
anyways, my winner points, if you guys know me, and you know what time it is the Brazil Grand Prix. So one, keep a lookout for our F1 video coming out sometime this week. Don't know when, don't know how, but it will be. It will be our preview to this weekend. So don't miss it because you want to do your podium predictions. And then if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe, turn on our post notifications, and go follow our other social media pages. Our links in the description down below. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications because I don't know if I just said that because I probably did and I don't remember. But that's okay. And then let us know in the comments any of your tidbits, any of your thoughts, any of your ideas, or any of the games you think you're going to check out. So yeah, I hope you like this video.